Welcome to Recovery Recreation TV. I'm your host, Susie Lordy, and I'm also the founder and president of a 501c3 nonprofit public charity right here in Massachusetts called 24 Hour Power Inc. And we do recovery graffiti all over the state. And what we found in our travels were that there were a lot of people coming up to us saying, there's nothing fun going on around here. Now we know that's not true, right? But it also sparked in us an interest to go out and find those stories and let them know what's going on every single month in every zip code that we can come across in Massachusetts. So that's why we say anywhere from Fitchburg to Falmouth and everywhere in between, we're going to bring you stories of fun, healthy, chemical-free activities for you and your family to do. And it doesn't get any better than that, really. You know, that's how you enjoy sobriety. And today, we are doing another remote episode because of COVID-19, of course. We're going to have a master artist in recovery, Colleen Thompson. Colleen is coming on the program today to show several of our artists here from a bunch of different walks of life how to do recovery art via a Zoom meeting, okay? Because if you think about it, what cooler thing is there to do than some kind of artwork that you can do while you're at home during this pandemic, right? Now, take that a notch up and make yourself something that you can actually use in your home. And that's what we're doing today. We're making art on pillowcases that clearly we'll be using in the future. And now it gives me great pleasure to introduce everyone that's going to be on this Recovery Art Zoom episode. And let's start with our teacher, our master artist in recovery, Colleen Thompson from Attleboro, Mass. Hey, Colleen, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Give us a 2-second rundown.
So today we're going to put some mandalas on pillowcases using acrylic paint, and the mandalas are actually a shape, and with the colors and the shape of it, it draws the eye into it, which the colors and shape work together and they release serotonin in the brain, which it has a calming effect. It's very beneficial. Like when you have anxiety and high stress, is like if you can dedicate like 3 to 5 minutes to look at something with these shapes and these colors, they're really relaxing and overall good for them.
Well, we could all use some of that. Colleen could teach a multitude of new age topics, if you will. Mm-hmm. She's unbelievable in the terms of holistic medicine on a lot of different fronts. But let's move right along to, I want to say hello to my cousin, Mary Boyle, who is in Marshfield, Green Harbor, Mass. Thank you so much, Mary, for coming here.
You're welcome, Susie. It's a pleasure. It's a wonderful experience to get in on, and perfect for those of us who love art, but we're not really that good at it, and be able to follow someone that can help you really, produce something that you can use is a great experience.
And now I'd like to introduce Helena Arnold, who is an intern with 24 Hour Power Inc., and she's going to be a senior this year.
Oh, yeah.
Whoa, at Bridgewater State University.
Yes, thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, Helena, we're thrilled to have you. Where are you located right now?
So right now I'm in Uxbridge, Massachusetts.
And very soon you'll be back at school, and then you'll be on campus at Bridgewater.
Yes, hopefully. I can't wait.
Richard Lambert, who is another great friend in the Fellowship of Recovery. And Richard has been wonderful at our events as well. Thanks so much for coming, Rich.
Thank you, Susie, and thank you everyone else for making me feel like welcome here. I was really nervous coming on. Like, we're doing it for a good cause, and I'm really happy to be here. So just want to thank you, Susie, and thank everyone else.
Awesome. Where are you signing in from, Richie?
Oh, I'm in Easton, Massachusetts.
Now we're over to Jeff, and Jeff also is a phenomenal artist and an intern with 24 Hour Power.
So my name's Jeff. I'm located right now in Brockton.
And you do a lot of work with 24 Hour Power, I'll tell you. I'm going to open it up to turn this over to Colleen, who will be your instructor for the session.
Thank you, Susie. The good thing about this is we have a lot of room for our own creativity, our own color preferences, even design preferences within our circle. So what we're starting out with is some acrylic black. I'll put it right in our palette. And have some water nearby because we are going to water it down. It's going to be more of like not a total watercolor, but what a paint is right before it becomes a watercolor paint. Now with these, I had done one a little bit earlier, and it kind of looks like this. So it almost has like a batik look or like a tie-dyed in look to the fabric. And after they're completed and you have them at home, you can put in like blotches of other paints around it to have a tie-dye look throughout the whole pillow. And I'm using a pretty thin sized brush with a nice pointy tip to it. So I'm lightly touching with the bowl as my guide. Here's my circle on the canvas. I like that it has that ragged look to, like the bumpy looks to it. Put an inner circle around the top. So I've got it about that far apart. So yeah, and like I said, it doesn't have to be perfect.
Good job, Jeff. I can see it from here.
Thank you.
So I actually, since COVID started, I had a few group sessions on Zoom seat nights, which has been pretty cool because it brings people together. It's when we start to stop to think about what everybody else is going to think of our art and tap into our own self. That's when we really create masterpieces. We're going to do our outlining in black. Our black paint for a little while. And always when you go to add more paint, just remember to put some water in there so it's pretty thin.
My second circle.
Yay!
Okay.
Oh,
A little
yeah.
blotchy, but it's okay.
My girl's on it.
I got really creative. I was like, I need a better circle. I reached over my stove and I grabbed the top of a saucepan and we did
Oh,
it.
that's a good
Yes.
idea.
There you go.
Nice.
Oh yeah, that one came out great.
And then I used the Tupperware to do the inner one.
Nice. So I'm gonna do a smaller one in the middle. You could do a really small one and then a little bit bigger, or just like a medium small one in the middle. I have a little cup right here.
I'm making one when this is over.
Yes. This is the one I did, and I ended up doing that inner circle, and then I did a little one inside of it. So we're all
Nice.
Oh, so 2 circles.
yeah. Now that I have that done, I'm gonna do some what I call bulbs. But so this is the bulb that I put right at the top. I'm going to put one at the bottom and one on each side. I'm going to go directly under that because that's the easiest way for measurement is getting it straight, is going to be doing the exact opposite of what you just did. So see, I've got 2 of them up now. Rotate it. So there's number 3. All right. So now I got all 4 of them up there. Then within each of those eyes, you could do where I was going to do 2 more eyes smaller. So this is what I did, and we're going to go around and do all of those. Yeah, you can do them however you like. You can actually put a circle in there. It's like a form of meditation. When you meditate, your brain is going into one place, and mandalas are a similar theory. This is a very basic mandala, but some of the really crazy ones, there's just so much to take in on them.
It's so important for all of us in recovery, especially, I can speak for myself on this, that we find ways to relax and chill out and enjoy ourselves without chemicals to take us there. And I really appreciate this lesson, Colleen, because this is going to help a lot of people.
It's relaxing, it's beneficial, it becomes a community when you do art with others and share something with them. So we'll start the lines or circles of the outer circle ring. So that ring that's from the first circle we drew to the second. You can either do lines like this, or you can put in circles. This is how I would space them. Like that. So and we're going to go along that ring with that, or you can just do lines if that's more comfortable and easier or you like.
You can see how once you fill this in with different colors,
yeah,
how neat it's going to be. That's what I think is cool, you know.
Yeah.
Doing this is relaxing, and then you have the benefit of looking at it and relaxing later to it.
Yeah. And ultimately, it's not so much with these, it's not so much about how perfect they come out. It's the whole fact that they're a circle and they have bright colors in them.
Jeff, that's looking awesome.
Yeah, wow. Mine's a little smaller.
I love it. Let's see.
Mandala so far.
Ooh.
As you can see, the paint leaked a little bit more than I intended it to.
Yes, I know, me too.
If it's really leaky, add a little more paint to it and it'll thicken it up. You still want it a little watery, but not like super watery.
Yeah.
I'm left-handed, so I'm having that.
Oh, wow.
I'm having that problem. I always have that problem anyway. I can tell you though, I'm having fun. I'm having a lot of fun doing this. So.
Yes.
Great.
Yeah. So if we did circles on the outer ring between, I think in the middle one, we'll do some lines where the two middle circles are between them. So yeah, see how I just started to do the inner circle with some lines around that one.
What's nice is that when everybody's not a real, artist for a living, it makes you feel confident that, everybody's coming up with their own design and everything's good. You can't make a mistake making your own design.
I've always liked doodling, but I was never really great at art. And I said to my friend, I go, I want to make art for the world. And she said this thing that really stuck with me. And she said, Colleen, make art for yourself. And someday you'll make art for the world.
There you go. That's true.
Because once we start to do something for ourselves, it naturally comes. When we heal ourselves, we naturally heal other people without even trying. I'm gonna do some lines in between those eyelets we got going on, and I'll do a couple lines and show you what I'm talking about. Well, maybe almost like the circle is coming out behind all of it. Okay, so see right here. So batiking is doing what we're doing right now, but with beeswax and paraffin wax. You put it on hot like this, and it has the same look. The way the lines are smudgy and bumpy and saturating. So when we finish today, check out Batik, and this is exactly what it looks like. It's a fabric painting with wax. B-A-T-I-K. And with coloring it in, you can play with different brushes. You can do sponging. You can do really fluffy brushes. You can blot it on there, and you can intermix colors with it.
Looks beautiful.
This is making you focus, but it's not in a real, intimidating way. It's just kind of
strenuous way,
doing it. Yeah. Yes.
Like in meditation, where you're hyper focused on meditating, but you're very present with an awareness of your body and your surroundings. Mm-hmm. With mandalas, the possibilities of designs are endless.
That came out really nice.
Yeah. And then we're gonna pick out our colors to use and start getting some colors in there. So this is like a really personalized part of painting. So I'm gonna switch to a little square brush, but you guys can use any brush you want. Again, we're just gonna color it in with the colors in any way you'd like. So I'm gonna do some purple on my outer ring, and I'm gonna start with this little square brush. See how I like it. If I don't like it, I'll switch to a different. If you add in more black, almost doing like line work over your lines with thin brushes, you can really clean it up, tighten it up, add in stuff after it's done.
I just did that in the center of mine. I changed it up a little bit. I added the black. What do you think of that?
Oh, nice.
And then kind of press it onto the fabric, not even like painting it, just like dotting it. Oh, nice. Yeah, that's awesome.
Whoa, that's beautiful.
Wow.
So as I went over some of that in black, just to clean up some of that area where the purple bled out.
Well, I think it's wonderful that Susie brings people together for this, because, you know, where else could you get somebody teaching us out of the goodness of their heart how to do this for the benefit of others, and to share what she knows with us. It's just wonderful.
Yeah, it's a really great platform for community to do. We're doing a Zoom and all these crazy times, but that means like we're not alone. We are connected. So I have a little like a pinkish red, and I'm gonna pop a little in very lightly with the purple, and that's where you start to see that really tie-dye coloring. So see how I got that going? It's kind of hard to see on.
Oh, I love it. I love. Whoa.
Pillowcase up.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Big fan of orange.
I'm way behind you guys. I got some yellow going. I got some black. I got some yellow going in. I'm starting from the center.
Oh, that's very nice.
Working my way out. So.
I got some blue and red.
Ooh. Wow.
Oh, I would have never guessed I'd done this. Like I said, I never considered myself an artist, and recovery had like really brought that out in me. So here's my green.
Oh yeah.
And I'm just using a brush and tapping the color on there.
And I just want to thank all of you for coming on, because this is what you talk about, a community full of people. We've got people in recovery, people that love people that are in recovery. I mean, when we do our recovery events, everybody's like right there in the mix with everyone that really is in recovery. I think it gives everybody a different perspective on who is in recovery. You know,
people don't know how to relax or get rid of their anxiety like this, so sometimes maybe they're turning to other stuff. You know, well, I gotta calm down, I'll take a cigarette or a drink or you know, a pill, even if it's legal or not, to calm down, because they don't have enough of, I think, these ideas and activities to learn how to calm themselves down, and in turn maybe sparing other people from going through things that are really difficult. They might be, you know, finding their inner artist instead, and meditating and great things like that. So I think it's a wonderful exposure.
Everyone comes together and gets creative and like has these great conversations. And I think being part of the art really like takes it a step further of, like you said, like perspective, and then also just like being there to have a good time.
yeah. Oh, I love it.
And then added some orange like around the black.
Yeah, that's cool.
That has like a Romanesque kind of colors and vibe to it.
Yeah, yeah.
Coins, like the Roman coins.
Richie, how long have you been drawing?
Like, my dad and my brother were great as a kid, and I always felt left out. My brother was really good, and my dad was really good. And I didn't think I could draw a stick figure, so I kind of like, I would draw and not let anybody see it. And, you know, and over the years, kind of faded away because of addiction. And like Colleen was talking about, when I got clean, I was I didn't think I was any good. And I found myself doing some, just doing other things and drawing again and coloring again and painting again. And I found that I started having fun, and I just stopped caring about anybody, about doing it for anybody but myself. And like I was telling you in my bio, like sometimes I just by myself, like now 20 minutes before work, I'll be doing some things that I got going on. And I think I can speak for most people that have been affected by addiction or alcoholism that I thought it had stolen that from me, but that's what the word recovery is, right? I've recovered it back. Like we're recovering things back.
Man, that's the good stuff right there. Well, I'll tell you what, I just love hanging out with you folks too. I'm not gonna lie, there's nothing better. Really, it's a good time. What colors you got there, Mary?
I'm doing reds and pinks.
Ooh. Jeff, what about you? How long you been drawing?
I don't know, pretty much my whole life.
Wow.
Since you were a little kid.
Yeah, doodling in my notebooks or whatever.
Oh wow. Yeah, I like the white bringing it out.
Yeah, good accent.
If you're gonna like really start focusing on more art, allow myself to love every piece, even if I start to not like it. So this is my piece. It came from me. Like art isn't like all beautiful. Art isn't all perfect. Some of it's tragic. Some of it's messy. Some of it's ugly. Don't allow yourself to go there. Say, this is what I made. I'm accepting it for what it is. It's a part of me, and I appreciate that because that is beautiful.
Yes, and I think that you become braver by making mistakes and looking at it that way. That it's for me to be able to learn from that and not to stop myself from even doing it in the first place, but just to move on.
Like I started like putting pictures of pieces that I really didn't love up publicly for people to see.
Cool.
And it was a statement of I'm gonna accept this, and like I'm putting it on my Facebook, and no matter what anyone else thinks about it, it came from me, and it's a statement of my own self.
Well, yeah, Susie, what do you think? I put the NA symbol in the middle of it, the triangle. The triangle, you like it?
Nice.
Whoa, that looks good.
I'll tell you what.
I'm adding colors now. I'm having fun.
That thing is sick. I love it.
Oh, that is good looking. I like the design.
So I just finished mine.
Oh, wow.
I love it.
Oh, wow. Beautiful design. I like colors.
Outlining mine really helped it pop more. I think I've completed mine.
Woo, nice.
Oh, wow.
Good job.
Oh, so you can take like a brush. So you see how the paint works on the fabric. You can take like something like this. This is actually a stenciling brush for walls. But something like that, and you can put some of it around it, and it'll have like a tie-dye look to it. Or like you can write something with black. You could write like relapse or sleep, or you can finish the whole case off so that it's not like just a white pillowcase with one thing in the middle. You can do a background too.
I was thinking that. I was like, I got to do something to take up the outside of that.
Aha!
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
That
Nice.
that pops.
Oh, yeah, that looks really good.
I
Wow.
think a really cool thing about this is that even though each one of us followed the same instructions, personalized and different art pieces have been coming out.
Yeah.
Oh, this is crazy. This is good.
Wow.
Wow, that is so pretty.
I like how it's got that watercolory look.
Yes.
Yeah, that's like the batik style. It's a watercolory, kind of bleeds around a little bit. Oh,
Wow.
See it?
Oh.
yeah, that's really cool.
Oh,
Yep.
man.
Enamel.
I'm just having fun with it. I'm just going
Yeah.
with it.
Mary, you're going to town on the outside.
Yeah, I do not have a big brush, but I'm just thinking 2 little brushes like this combined, see what I can come up with, just get a little.
Yeah, or if you have a sponge underneath your sink, that works for me. I love experimenting with household things when I paint.
If everybody had one thing that they take away from this,
I know for me, I had a lot of things in my mind. you know, going and just like being nervous about like talking in front of everyone. And then, you know, just like sitting down and putting my paintbrush to the canvas, and then you just like really focus on like what's right in front of you and like being in the moment. I think that's something so rare these days with everything going on. So I like to just take a moment to breathe and be in the moment.
Nice.
Yeah, I like the connection. Like I like being around other human beings that, you know, especially in this time, like just being around some other human beings, letting my guard down, being able to talk and share. And we've had some laughs, and we, you know, talked a little bit about some things in our past and our road to recovery and all the other stuff. I love that.
Having a little fun. I haven't thought about what's going on outside the door, the COVID-19 thing, and really like made me feel like a sense of normalcy again right now. Just having some fun. Just having some fun.
It's true.
It's great.
Just like the joy of creativity, because there's so few things that you can actually create in life, and you see it coming in alive in front of you, and it's just like, you know, happiness. You didn't know what it could be. You didn't even know what was inside you, and to just have it come out, it's just like joy. You know, it's such a wonderful experience. And
Something to do to get my mind off of everything else.
Well, I'm thrilled with all the artwork that we've done here, and the fellowship and camaraderie, and everybody's just having a good time doing this. So thanks again for joining us.
thank you for having us, Susan.
Thank you.
Together.
Well, that's a wrap for this episode of Recovery Recreation, where we did recovery at mandalas on pillowcases. And don't ever forget, don't think you can't have fun sober. You guys just have not hung out with us yet. So until next time, and there will be a next time, we'll see you next month. Peace out.